Hey there, folks. It's me, Chris, with Gig Man's Life. Yeah, baby. It's a Gig Man's Life indeed. And as you can tell by the thumbnail, I'm going to be pressing my luck with a lot of people on this one. And I know this isn't about rideshare. This isn't about all the other things that people believe about the gig life. This is about other gigs other people do because talent is talent. And I am not arguing against talent. I will refer to true talent every time compared to going to AI. But production wise, there's no way you think these companies aren't going to go and sit back and be, well, we are not using it. That's a load of horse shit. We know it. And the other side of this is just going like this and saying, if you're not going to go and use a tool that is going to accelerate things, because any true musician will know this problem is that first you got to demo the song, come up with the idea, get the arrangement right, then go through a producer, get the studio time, listen to what they have to say, change up things to make it more marketable, find a sound and get it out there. What does AI do in this case? Accelerates it from thousands of dollars of studio time, uh, edits, production, to boom, here's what we got for an idea. Where are we going to change it up? Where we're going to go and add that breath of life? And there's no way not to think that major bands are doing it because we got bands that are now 60s, 70s, and reaching 80s of their members. So, when you're talking about people getting up there and trying to produce new music, they don't have that time to go and sit there and say, I got press tours, I have touring dates, I have to go and have life because I have medical treatments. There's a whole bunch of reasons why even the big names wouldn't go and use it to go and keep brand recognition and to go and keep their name out there, especially with how styles are changing. Their fan base is slowly dying off themselves, and you have to get new people interested. So, why this whole thing is the same thing that happened with digital cameras, photography in general coming to regular artists. People get very dismissive, get very protective of how they do things. And then eventually they're taking pictures with their iPhone, sending it into Chat GBT to go and stylize it so they have publicity photos. They have advertisements. I've been doing that for some people recently. And, to me, it's just another tool. To a lot of people, they think it's the fucking Terminator in Skynet because that's the visual representation that's going on top of the fact that you have old industry bullshit. The way they like to go and constantly dilute payments to artists, obfuscate songwriting credits. And then now they're going and saying, well, the AI was trained on our music. Well, most everybody was trained on these people's music because that's how you get cover bands like Stain, who was Alice in Chains cover band at one point. A lot of places and people were cover bands. Like Buck Cherry was a Kiss cover band at one point. Firehouse was a cover band for Kiss. You know, to go and think that you can't go and use these tools to accelerate creation is beyond me. And yes, I know there is always going to be people like that. You got to remember, they were putting synthesizer warnings on albums back in the 70s and 80s. And to go and state they're using synthesizers. But this is a lot different of when you're talking about you're taking everything and using an intelligence to accelerate creation because it's just like a human doing it, not in every sense. So you have to be the producer listening to it and then going, no, let that breathe a little bit more. Uh, let this move people because sometimes it's an ogre, eager beaver situation of going, I'll cut down the whole forest to get that dam built. And yes, I use AI to assist me in these videos in production of getting the ideas out. But do I fully follow the scripts? No, because that's true creation. And yes, I am very much an advocate of using the tools and allowing the tools to go and help us create less AI slop. Because all these content farms, all these creators, large corporations are doing it. If you're not on the train going to the station, you're not on the trip at all. And that's where I seriously say that the grind never changed. We're just getting way better tools because you shouldn't be showing up with a hammer where everybody on the site is using power tools. Yes, you know how to use that hammer quite well, and you can be very skillful with it. But when people are expecting results in such a time frame as they are now, you can't go and deny these tools are going to assist people. And I've done it where I took ChatGPT and told it I needed a prompt for song AI for a song idea and be very descriptive to the AI from the AI. And it took 3 iterations to it producing a pretty decent song. And then I tried to go and do an instrumental, and it still felt like the big red button. You ever know those people? The ones you tell, don't hit the button. What do? They run to hit it. And that's sometimes where these AI systems have to be reined in and taught what to do. So, yes, I see what type of stress people are under in the creative industry. I'm under myself doing these videos. I am not going to deny myself the ability to bounce ideas off something that isn't going to go and say, don't call me at 2 a.m. in the morning, you fucker. I'm not going to do that because I lose friends that way. Well, I lose friends in other ways because, I'm an asshole at times. But as this isn't very clearly monetizable, and I'm at that state where still I'm trying to build up a following and everybody. I hope you go and hit the like, share, and subscribe button. It really would help. It would help if I would make sure that everything was running so that I could just hit a button and boop. And that's the same thing. I still have to go through, do everything to make sure everything's working properly. This is not with AI replacing us. And if you feel like John Connor being the resistance, you can see how far that's going to get you as other people are going to use these tools and advance themselves quicker. So, with just that, and I know everybody who's following this channel about the gig life, about what's going on out there, I don't have one lane for my thoughts about how to make money. I just got done talking with somebody who's going around and card counting. And legitimately, there's no law against doing it. But the casinos don't happen to enjoy people who could make money from what they do. Just like the government, they don't like competition. So if you're watching this, I hope you understand that I am talking pro person, pro art, pro expression. I am not saying just hit a button and get a result because that's not how shit goes. It is ask, clarify, challenge, and then go your own way. So I hope you all have a great, safe, fun, and productive day out there. Thank you very much.